Hey guys, welcome back to A Driven Mindset, and today we're going to be talking about, well, my brand new 2025 Camry and why did I sold my Mercedes-Benz for this car. So, I'm just going to do a quick backstory of the Mercedes-Benz. So, we bought that car to celebrate the birth of my daughter, and we just wanted something fancy for her to be in. And the truth is, guys, we bought the car just to look fancy. We could afford it. It was a used car, so I love to buy cars under the appreciation, which is normally 3 years. So if you want to buy a used car but fairly new, you should buy it within the first 3 years. Okay, so we bought the Mercedes. It still had warranty, actually. The bumper to bumper was up, but we did had powertrain warranty. So we had that for a while. To be honest, we bought the car in 2020 and we sold it 2025. Now, this is the problem with owning used German cars versus very few reliable economy cars like Hondas or Toyotas or anything like that. Now, the car, of course, ran out of powertrain warranty and it's time to do maintenance. Guys, I kid you not. The Mercedes, right, at dealership price now, wanted over $11,000 to fix a transmission service and CV axle, because we had the CA300 4MATIC, so it was all-wheel drive, and basically because of the all-wheel drive system, it required a little bit more maintenance, and some of the parts, according to Mercedes, they have to order it themselves. I couldn't get it at a normal shop, so you paying premium prices for those parts. So $11,000. I'm sitting there like, wait a second, my Mercedes doesn't even worth $11,000 trade in, right? We took it to CarMax and we got a $5,000 trade in value at CarMax. I said, what the hell? So, my wife, she loved the Mercedes because it represents the hard work that she do, but I'm trying to tell her, babe, no one really cares, to be honest. And most successful people, they drive old cars, they drive Hondas. Like, if you look at this neighborhood here, right? So I'm in Coral Gables, and the majority of houses around here, you do not see $1 million cars, and these are all $1 million homes. All of these homes are millions of dollars. Okay, we're in the very expensive part of Miami-Dade, and I promise you, 90% of the vehicles around here are just normal cars that a person who make $30,000, $40,000 will own. And I'm not saying that all the cars are like that, but the majority of them are going to be basic cars. So let's get back to this video about this car. So after the Mercedes wanted, like $11,000 to fix it, I said, no, never ever. I'm going to pay $11,000 to fix on a car that only worth like $5,000 trade-in. So my wife was like, okay, I tell you what, if you want me to get another car, you have to go buy it. So I said, okay, cool, no problem. I put the Mercedes up for sale. It was gone within 2 days. Okay. I was able to sell the Mercedes for $10,000. So $5,000 more than what CarMax was gonna sell the car for. So with that $10,000, I put another $10,000 and I bought this car. Now you might be thinking, a brand new 2025 Camry did not cost $20,000. You're right. This car out the door is $33,000. But you guys have to understand, why would I decide to buy a brand new car when my last video was talking about why you should own a used car? Well, here's the thing, guys. I love Toyotas and their brand. I own multiple Toyotas and Lexus, and I love the idea and love the fact that I don't have to spend money on maintaining these cars. So I decided to buy a brand new car. I went to the dealership. I gave them about $26,000 and I financed the last $10,000. So clearly I could have just bought the car outright, but I didn't want to just spend all my money for tax purposes. So now the payments on this car is only $158 a month for a brand new 2025 Camry, because I put $26,000 down. So, and I know a lot of you guys in a comment going to be like, well, I don't have $26,000. It's true. Okay. Most of you guys won't able to put down $26,000 on a car, right? Most people not putting 70% down, but you guys have to understand, I sold my Mercedes. Okay. So it's not that I will just happily and willingly to put $26,000 down. I was able to sell one of my cars, and that allowed me to have a much bigger down payment to lower my monthly payments to a very affordable number. Now, don't get me wrong, between me and my wife, we make enough money we could have just put zero down and still able to afford this car, no problem. But I wanted to get out of car payments as quick as possible. And to be honest, with only financing $10,000, we're going to pay this off within 1 year. So I won't be having car payment within a year of owning this brand new car, because of, understanding how money works and, investing in all this other stuff, which I'm going to be talking in different videos. But what I'm trying to say is, the reason why I decide to buy this brand new Camry, because the goal is to keep this for the next 200, 300,000 miles. So at some point my Corolla is gonna die, right? It's at 246,000 miles. At some point, I really hope we could see 500,000 miles. But if it don't, guess what? This is the replacement, and this is a hybrid. Like right now, I'm getting about 50 miles a gallon on this hybrid system, and I love it. Like, I bought this car in 4th of July weekend, and I already put over 8,000 miles on it, because I drive a lot. Like, I have all the businesses and stuff, so this car is also for tax purposes too, because I also use it for business. So that's another set of write-offs that I'm going to be able to do. But that's another video. I could talk about car write-offs and stuff like that. Comment down below if you guys want me to talk about how to write your car off for tax purposes and everything like that, even if it's not 6,000 pounds. Because a lot of, not to get off topic, but a lot of videos about writing off cars, they're always talking about, oh, 6,000 pounds, 6,000 pounds. Well, there are ways to write off cars that is not 6,000 pounds. But anyway, that's another topic. So the goal is to keep this car for the next 200, 300,000 miles. That's why we invest in it now. And because this is a very good car, and one of the best selling cars this year is actually this car. So yeah, I don't want any German cars, because German cars they are very expensive. I feel like you should always lease German cars, but not actually buy them used. Now, if you are a person in business that have to deal with cars, like my main channel is the automotive. So if I want to buy a BMW just to build for content, then it will make sense for me to buy that car, because it's business. But in the real world, with real bills and real maintenance that you have to upkeep that car on the road, I would not suggest buying a used German car. No BMW, no Mercedes, nothing like that. A used Lexus is basically like another Camry. So you could buy all the Lexus you want. I have a Lexus. I haven't spent any money in maintenance other than oil change and brakes, to be honest. So that's just to tell you, the quality of cars. But that's what I wanted to talk about, at least on this video, why I bought a 2025 Camry and how much I paid for it. And I see you guys in the next video. If you guys like these type of content, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, comment down below. I love to answer. I love to be interactive with all my comments. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace.